wrestling fans, and welcome to this edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside the invincible Vincent.
Hey!
TNA Impact Wrestling Review here begins with some expected fireworks here with Hulk Hogan's retirement. Here it is. It's about time.
Yeah.
The big dude with the orange and yellow gold finally retired.
Ever since the 80s, he's been on fire, and now it's time for him to retire.
And hang up the boots. Hang it up. All right, now this show begins with Beer Money coming out. Both Robert Roode and James Storm to the ring and start talking about Hulk Hogan's retirement, the fact that Kurt Angle is booking all these matches against Fortune, and the fact that their match is the semi-main event for tonight.
Yeah. They go on to point out that, as a matter of fact, James Storm points out that it's a good thing that Hulk Hogan's finally retiring. That way, it'll give the TNA Impact roster, the younger guys, a little bit more of a chance to get some shine. And Kurt Angle, again, even though he's trying to drive a wedge between the people in Fortune with these matches, they're still, solid team, and they're ready to have this match.
Now they're saying that, but James Storm mentions he's beat everybody in Fortune. Now it's his turn, and he's not going to take it easy on Robert Roode either. He's going to say, "I'm going to bring my all, and I expect to beat you. You're great. I'm just a little bit above that." Yeah. Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting to see here from James Storm.
Yeah.
And now we're speculating here what to expect in the, we'll say, semi-main event here for Impact Wrestling. So he's saying now it's his turn, his time to shine, and nothing but a great match expected here for later on that night. After that, we showed Sting in the back wearing Hulk Hogan gear for the celebration. Hulk Hogan t-shirt with a red jacket to match.
Yeah, nice bright yellow t-shirt, the Hulkamania style, big bright red shirt and pants, or jacket and pants.
Yeah, ready to go as Hulk Hogan style for the celebration. After that commercial, went back into the TNA, not the Impact Zone, but actually Knoxville, Tennessee, and showed the Gunner versus Kazarian match. This was an entertaining match, heavy-hitting match. Finally ends here when Kazarian looks like he's on his way for vacation. Gets hit with an arm bar from Gunner. Gunner holds on to it, gets a submission, but then holds on to it too long and gets disqualified.
Yeah, he gets disqualified. The announcement actually gets turned back. Christy Hemme announces that the winner by disqualification is going to be Kazarian. And after the bell rang, Gunner actually attacked him some more. And basically they carted him away. It looks like it's going to be some off time for Kazarian coming up.
Yeah, did he deserve it here with what he was doing with Karen Jarrett, him and the wife Stacey Brooks, and a lot of drama there.
That extra friction right there may have had something to do
Tracy
with
Brooks. Yeah, his wife is Tracy Brooks, and again, the drama she was having with Karen Jarrett may have gone too far, but who knows? Maybe it's time for vacation for the both of them as well. We'll find out here later on. Next, we had Mr. Anderson come to the ring and give out something he said he doesn't give very often. His apology to his assholes.
Yeah. Anderson comes out and says that he's very sorry that he disappointed folks by joining up with the Mortal.
Moment of weakness is what he called it. And he says he has no regrets. He doesn't regret doing it because he, again, learned from the experience and made him a better wrestler and a more intelligent in this business as well as TNA itself. So
also said one of the things that he learned was that Bully Ray was a big freaking douchebag. Excuse me, giant freaking douchebag.
Giants as well. So then he calls him out, and who comes out? Of course, none other than Hell's Kitchen own Bully Ray comes out stating that they have some words there amongst each other, saying he has got a big chain that he carries, compensating
for something possibly.
Whatever. Now he says, I'm not going to give you a match. There's nothing you don't deserve a match against me. You don't deserve it. That's it. I'm not giving it to you.
And Anderson responds to, how about if I challenge you to Philadelphia style Falls Count Anywhere match at Bound for Glory?
Too cocky to turn that down, aren't you, Bully Ray? Bully Ray doesn't give an answer. He slips out of the ring, but doesn't say no. So again, we save that for later on during the show. After that, we had the Eric Bischoff Bittersweet, giving a little segment about Hulk Hogan's retirement.
The one of the folks in the back was asking Eric Bischoff, what he thought about Hulk Hogan's retirement, and he said, after seeing this guy, working with this guy for many years, that it's bittersweet to see that he's going away, but at the same time, he recognizes that Hulk Hogan's pretty much earned some rest time, and that
hang him up.
Yeah.
That's it. Everybody's, staying in the back. This is it. We know better as fans, but hey, they're trying to sell it as best they can. After that, we had Brian Kendrick and basically talking all this mess about Austin Aries.
Yeah.
Stating that Austin, first off, a bunch of gibberish. I don't even understand what this guy's saying.
Yeah.
And then talking about Austin Aries, Kid Cash. Did you make anything out of that?
Yeah. He was going on, well, not the first part, but he was going on talking about how Austin Aries is not a good champion. He's a bad influence on other people like Kid Cash.
Really?
Which is odd because Kid Cash just seems like he's his own bad influence.
He's a miniature Steiner.
Exactly. But he was going on and on about how, he didn't like what Kid Cash was doing. Kid Cash came up behind him and said, beep.
I heard what you were saying behind my back. What? You want to clean up the TNA? Clean up your own blood.
Yeah.
After
this was right after we beat him down to the ground.
After you beat him down.
And Brian Kendrick, do not wander around the Knoxville Civic Center with no shoes on and no shirt. You look like a bum.
He is a bum. The guy's
that off.
Homeless. Who let this homeless man in the arena?
Come on.
It's all right.
If you tried to leave there and go to 7-Eleven, they wouldn't let you in.
Kid Cash did take care of the job. No need for security. Kid Cash is on the job. Good job from Kid Cash, and I'm interested to see this match.
I didn't like Kid Cash before, but I'm starting to like him more these days.
He looks 50, but his body looks 30. How do you pull that off?
How that works? I think he's aging backwards.
Botox on the body.
Something.
Probably. All right. After that, we had the knockouts come out here. Mickey James and Velvet Sky versus Winter and Madison Rayne. Now, two of these ladies are going to be in the tournament here for the Queens qualifier. Exactly. So we'll see who's going to be the number one contender here for that knockout title. It's going to be interesting to see. But this was a tag team match. Interesting here, entertaining. Thought a lot of the weight was carried here by, of course, always Mickey James, Winter, and Madison Rayne.
Yeah.
Not too much here from Velvet Sky. I thought originally that Velvet Sky was a good contender here for the knockout championship. But now I'm starting to feel that it's more, Winter's the key, maybe Mickey James to win back. Not really feeling that. I thought it was her chance, her time, but maybe not.
To me, it looks like they were sort of nudging her in that direction, but her execution isn't really quite out. I like Velvet Sky, but her execution isn't up to par. With
who doesn't love the pigeons? But like he's saying, the crispness of the moves are not there here for her, and that was the knock a lot on Kelly when she was the Divas champion.
Yeah.
Now. She cleaned that up a lot.
Yes, she did.
Before she lost the championship. But I wouldn't put Velvet Sky at that level yet.
No, not quite. Not quite.
I got love for her, but just calling as we see him here.
Time yet, but we'll see what happens.
All right. After that, we had Eric Bischoff and Angle talking about how upset they were that Jeff Hardy was in the house and he was still in TNA. Eric Bischoff says, don't worry about it, buddy. You're not supposed to be taking care of this. You're the champion. I've been doing this. This is my job. I'll handle this business in the ring. He goes into the ring and calls out Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy obliges by coming out. And there it goes. The tongue lashing begins here from Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, Eric Bischoff comes right off the top and lets him know, hey, listen, you've been going around to all these people asking for forgiveness and this, that, and a quarter. I'd just like to tell you that, you for being such a gifted, talented athlete, you found so many ways to screw this up. He went on to tell him that, he messed it up for the other wrestlers in the backstage area, for the fans, for everybody who comes there to make money so that they can feed their families. He jeopardized that with his performance in Victory Road.
The greats that paved the way before him. He disrespected Bischoff and everybody else. He's stating basically what all the other wrestlers have said here in the Impact Zone in weeks past. This is it, though. Jeff Hardy is not going to take it from this guy being this man, Eric Bischoff. So Eric Bischoff tells him that he's done. He's got to be gone.
You make it official.
Take off. You're no longer welcome here at Impact. Kurt Angle told you here last week, and now I'm telling you now, be gone. He says he wants to say one more thing. And Eric Bischoff says, fine, you want to say that you're leaving? You want to say your farewell? Feel free. So what does he do?
He puts a boot into him and says, screw you.
And there it is. Here comes Immortal, but there goes Jeff Hardy into the crowd. So Nice to see Jeff Hary back in the ring and finally doing an offensive move.
Yeah.
For a change here, now he's on to jail.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, he should be finishing up his time actually right about now. Within the next couple of days, so he should be ripe and ready for BFG when it's time.
Yeah, expect him at Bound for Glory, but again, doing time right now, tasting that jail food, sleeping in a cot somewhere. Yeah, do the crime, you do the time.
Do the crime, do the
but
time.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Loves some Jeff Hary.
10 days.
Jeff Hary.
Very short time.
And then he's shown in the back here saying that he's going to walk out on his terms. Yeah, that's telling him.
Yeah, which I don't understand how that works. They're not going to cut you any checks, but okay.
Yeah, whatever lets you sleep at night. Don't drop the soap. Anyway,
Exactly.
After that, we had Samoa Joe versus Crimson in a match that was anticipated here. Again, beef that he had with Samoa Joe before the Bound for Glory tournament. He is the one who put him out with that big old fat 50,000 point lead, undefeated. Wasn't able to continue.
After Samoa Joe broke the wood over his ankle, he went out with a hairline fracture in his leg, couldn't complete. They come back tonight, and immediately this match actually went back and forth a whole lot.
Good match.
Very good match. At one point, Samoa Joe started targeting that same ankle that was damaged previously, the right ankle. And he basically got him into a lock on the ankle. Crimson was actually able to reverse the lock. He was able to get the pin and the win, but it looks like he sustained some damage to that ankle again. Yeah, again, Samoa Joe was not paying attention, trying to apply the submission, and he gets rolled up, gets the loss, and there it is, still undefeated. Crimson, I mean, what's going to happen first? This guy's going to lose, or Mark Henry's going to lose the belt? It's a toss-up at this point. I think Mark Henry might lose the belt first. Who knows?
Jeez, man.
The way they're doing it is like undefeated. I mean, technically, doesn't that count as a defeat if you have to drop out of the tournament?
Yeah, but he never lost. I mean, he hasn't lost.
Okay.
Yeah. It's whatever. I hope TNA fixes this.
Technicality, whatever.
I don't like seeing it. They're calling him undefeated. The guy's undefeated.
Okay, but it gets boring.
Yeah, that's
just throwing it out there.
It's another story for another time.
Yeah.
Anyway, after that we had Bully Ray officially accepting the challenge somewhat here for the BFG against Mr. Ken Anderson, stating that it's a Philadelphia Falls Count Anywhere brawl, and he's down for that. He doesn't know what he's getting into. Anderson thinks it's his match. That's my match. So technically he's accepting the match, but doesn't really say, but it's official.
It's going to happen.
They got to fill up the card. It's going to happen. So be ready for that one. After that, we had James Storm shown in the back, lacing up, saying he's ready, and sorry for Rude's damn luck. So here we go. We're about to strap it up. And there it is. After the commercial, they're in the ring together. Never thought I'd see the day, but these two, it's Rude versus James Storm.
Yeah.
It's beer versus money.
Yeah, exactly. And this was a very, very good match. And just this little thread that they've been starting with James Storm sort of looking at Robert Roode a little bit crazy, like he wants to see if he can take him down and whatnot. This is going to bode well in the future, in my opinion. I see these two either going their separate ways, because both of them, as singles competitors, are very, very good. And James Storm, over the last few weeks, he's been showing moves that we've never really seen him do before in tag matches.
Remember, he had another chance. The guy's wrestling in a tag team. He's only there for half of the time you get to see him. I mean, Robert Roode's a showcase guy. He's the guy that's got the moves. He's got the body. You kind of see James Storm as the second guy, the second act, the guy that holds the field goals for Roode to kick it. But now you see James Storm coming into his own with this Bound for Glory tournament, with the match he had against Kurt Angle. Yeah. Now this match with Robert Roode. The guy's doing, like you were mentioning here, moves you haven't seen him do before, and doing a great job of selling it, personality. I mean, to me now, I'm a more fan of James Storm than I am of Robert Roode.
Yeah, he's bringing a whole lot to the table, especially over the last few weeks, on his own. So. This thread is going to continue. I'm anxious to see what he's going to do.
Now, this match ends when who else shows up? Kurt Angle comes out, but actually does damage to James Storm, not Robert Roode. Strangely enough, I think what he's trying to do is drive a wedge between the two, getting James Storm to doubt himself, saying, no, you're second fiddle, you're the second guy. Yeah. He's the guy, you're not. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Basically the Owen versus Bret Hart thing. They're brothers, but now they're forced to battle each other because they get into his head. Yeah. And looks like it's going that direction.
Yeah, it really does. During the match, when James Storm was on the outside, he threw him into the metal stairs, pushed him back inside, and then Robert Roode woke up, and he was able to get the pin.
Now he tries to do the kick that he does oh so well, put guys to sleep. But he couldn't stand up. Looks like he was a little woozy still from that stairwell shot. So that was it. He gets the win after he does that suplex. Yeah. And that's the end of the match. So again, whether or not it could have been James Storm's match, who knows? Yet to be seen. But James Storm has been in every match he's been in, including the champion, including the BFG match. Yeah. He's been doing it, and he
went against Kurt Angle last week.
He won. He lost by technicality here. Mistake, error, cheating, basically, how it is. But, I mean, the guy should have won the match. Yeah. Done deal. He had him pinned for a while. So, again, we'll see what happens here from there. And again, we got another Impact Wrestling before BFG. Expect to see that, and it should be entertaining as well.
Yeah.
That's all the information we have for this edition. Actually, before we do that, the main thing, Hulk Hogan's retirement.
Yes, sir.
Now, this guy comes out here to the ring. The crowd is buying it. Hogan, oh, we love Hogan. Yep. Let's go, Hogan. The guy's selling it, saying that he's retiring. That's it. Show's over. Good night, folks.
Yeah, you put down the Hulkamania belt. That Hulkamania's been the longest thing in wrestling, but now it's time to lay it to rest. And who comes out but Sting? No, go ahead.
All right. Well, the Stinger comes out here and says, Well, buddy, you can't leave yet. I know I don't want to mess up your show. I know that you're really doing this, but how many people are actually buying this at home and here in Knoxville, Tennessee? The fans were genuinely buying this.
Oh yeah. Fans were chanting, "Thank you, Hogan."
Signs. Yeah. And people on Twitter, Facebook, are you really going to be going? I'm going to drive 10 hours to get to you. Hogan, is this the real thing? He's saying yes, it is. But Sting shows some footage that speculates otherwise.
Yeah. Sting pops up with some footage on the Tron, which is basically Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan behind the scenes or back in one of the offices, pretty much having a nice little laugh about.
Let's show what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know, Eric. I'm not sure. Do you think the people here in Knoxville, Tennessee, bought the fact that I'm retiring, brother?
Of course, these KCs are buying it. All these people in Knoxville, Tennessee are stupid.
I know what you're saying, brother. I was walking down to the 7-Eleven and I saw some guy with no teeth. You're like, hey, I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville sucks.
Turn it off, Sting. No more. I don't want to see it. Turn it off.
The crowd by that time turns on Hogan for obvious reasons.
Yeah, they got a right to be upset about that. Hulk Hogan gets so angry that he blurts out to Sting that, if you want a match with me, fine. We'll go ahead and have a match at BFG, and if you win, then you can have, you and Dixie Carter can have Impact back.
Say what?
And then immediately regrets it.
Oh, man.
What have I done? I have said too much.
So, there it is. That's what's set up here for BFG. Sting, Hogan, official. Boom. Now, of course, he's going to try to get out of it next week before
we got one more Impact before.
So, what happens from there? Again, that match is going to happen. It was going to happen. Everybody knew that. We're just wondering how they were going to get to it. Yeah. So, there it is. And now it's for the company, folks. Now, are they going to find a loophole for that? Possibly. But match is going to happen. I don't think they'll find a loophole. It's going to happen that way. That's all the information we have here for this edition of Impact Wrestling Review. From myself, Cesar Scorpio, Invincible E. Vincent, thank you very much for watching. See you guys next week.
Take care.